Welcome to the Austrian German tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to focus on the three prepositions nach, in, zu in Austrian German. If you follow the Austrian German tutorial regularly, you may have seen my videos about the prepositions of movement and the prepositions of place. In this video, we concentrate on some details. For instance, why we use nach Österreich fahren, meaning going to Austria, and in die Schweiz fahren, go to Switzerland. Please stay tuned for more such examples. The learning goal of this Austrian German tutorial is to understand the usage of the prepositions nach, in, zu in Austrian German and in Standard German. You will come across those prepositions very often, so it is good to know even the smaller differences. Let's start with the preposition nach. In general, we use the preposition nach to give someone geographical information, such as countries or towns. For example, to Austria means nach Österreich. To Germany, nach Deutschland. To Vienna is nach Wien. To Hamburg, nach Hamburg. However, there is one exception, namely countries with articles in German. For instance, die USA, die Schweiz. Therefore, we have to use the preposition in. To the USA becomes in die USA. To Switzerland becomes in die Schweiz. Let's take a look at some sentences to practice the prepositions nach and in. We use three sentences: English, Standard German, and Austrian German. By the way, nach is often pronounced as noch in Austrian German. Noch. Tom flies to Spain. Tom fliegt nach Spanien. Tom fliegt nach Spanien. We go to Berlin. Wir fahren nach Berlin. Wir fahren nach Berlin. Betty travels to Switzerland. Betty reist in die Schweiz. Betty reist in die Schweiz. In addition to being used for countries with articles, the preposition in can also be used for other purposes. We always choose the preposition in whenever we enter an enclosed space or an enclosed area. For example, into the house, in das Haus. Into the room, in den Raum. Into the stadium, in das Stadion. It's time for some examples again. He is just going into the house. Geht gerade in das Haus. Geht gerade in das Haus. The tourists are going into the castle. Die Touristen gehen in das Schloss. Die Touristen gingen in das Schloss. Finally, we're gonna focus on our third preposition, and that is zu. There are three situations for using the preposition zu. First, when you are on the way to a location. Second, when you go to a person. Third, when you go to an activity. Before we take a look at some examples, it is important to remember that the preposition zu is often combined with the respective article. For instance, zu dem becomes zum. Zu der becomes zur. The preposition zu is always used with the third case, the dative But now we need some examples. First we focus on the way to a location. I'm on the way to the airport. Ich bin am Weg zum Flughafen. Ich bin am Weg zum Flughafen. Second, when we go to a person. I'm going to my granny. Ich gehe zur Oma. Ich gehe zur Oma. Third, when we go to an activity. Fred goes to the concert. Fred geht zum Konzert. Fred geht zum Konzert. Summing up, we can say that we need the preposition nach for geographic information. Nach Wien, nach Österreich. And we also use noch in Austrian German, especially in spoken form. We choose the preposition in to say into, and for countries with an article. In das Haus, in die Schweiz. Finally, we use the preposition zu for 3 situations. On the way, zum Flughafen. To go to people, zur Oma. To go to an activity, zum Konzert. Above all, I hope I could give you a little insight into the 3 prepositions nach, in, and zu. For further tips and tricks about Austrian German, I can recommend my podcast How to Understand Austrians, in which I try to sum up the most important aspects of Austrian German. Thanks a lot for watching the Austrian German tutorial. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Auf Wiederschauen, Servus und Baba.